This is the History of Algeria podcast. Each week on Mondays, we'll be updating new information about the history of Algeria. This is an Eat to My Own Beat podcast. Welcome back to episode 10 of the History of Algeria podcast. Other classifications of the rock art of the South Oran. Auguste Pompel, relying on the identification of an animal which Henry Lyotte believes is a hartebeest, is the root of the position of some authors who think that the engravings belong to Paleolithic age. Stefan Giselle considered the most ancient engravings showing antelope and elephants to be Neolithic, and he distinguished from these images of rams, which according to him reflect an ancient Egyptian ritual, which like the depictions of horses he attributed to the historical period. The classification proposed by George Bartholomew Medric Flamand, based on a study of techniques and patinas, distinguished a first group of naturalistic engravings, buffalo, elephants, rhino, rams, donkeys, horses, and antelope, a second Libico-Berber group engravings of decadent style, like horses, camels, and alphabetic characters, and two late groups, Arab inscriptions and modern graffiti. Presumably these pictures from Flamand and others identify as the recently extinct buffalo species, Pelorvis antiquities, or the hartebeest. For Hugo Obermeier, there exist two subgroups in the Neolithic engravings. The older beings are naturalistic style, the hartebeest. The more recent of the sub-naturalistic style, less elaborate and smaller scale objects. The cult of the ram was the sphere, according to him, native to the populations of North Africa before having been adopted by the Egyptians. Henry Breault, for his part, distinguished three stages. In stage 1, contemporary with the end of Capsian, he places the large hartebeest with ringed horns, the elephants, and the very style accomplished as well with the large human figures, Kesar al-Amar. Stage 2, which he attributes to the lower Neolithic, brings together the large ram, Beo Alam, the hartebeest, rhinoceros, elephant, and other animals in less accomplished style. The ram, for him, had not been domesticated, but only tamed, and its cult, it's rather the origin that reflects to the Egyptian belief. Stage 3 includes the figures in a decadent style. Raymond Vaufry, studying the industry of flint implements found at the foot of the engraved rocks, takes the naturalistic figures to the Neolithic of the Caspian tradition, deriving from the Neolithic of Egypt, and places them between 4200 and 2000 BC. The ram, which he considers domesticated, is only transposition of Egyptian cult of Ammon, and represents of its old cannot be older than 2200 BC. For Henry, however, there is not only an archaeological argument which should cause 1 to 2 separate rams supposed to be latter. For the giant hartebeest, elephants or rhinoceros, being like them in the Neolithic age, they cannot derive from the Egyptian ram, and need to be the account of considered the ancestors of the cult of the ram of Ammon, which constitute a late sequel. My apologies for my Facebook notifications going off during this audio. Thank you for listening to the History of Algeria podcast. Please check back every Monday at noon Pacific time for a new episode. Also available on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Check us out at www.eatmyownbeat.com.